Hello one and all, I am Pal of Games and welcome to Duel of the Day for the 11th of November. And today we are running Gogogos. Why am I running them? Well, I thought I was going to send them out with a bang, because I know I'm putting up a deck profile today of them. So I thought I might show them off. Plus this game was quite interesting. It showed off the baby Raccoons, formerly known as Tanukits. So let's get into the game without further ado. So straight off, a pretty simple play from the Fishy Fishman. He's obviously wanting to get his beasts out ready for the plays with Sandeu, their XYZ card, which we'll see in a moment. Now, it's interesting how he plays here. He goes into wind-up kitten, taking out my Gogogos to the hand, meaning that he's going to be able to attack quite heavily here, which was definitely a good move in my opinion. The deep prison obviously is going to take out Sandeu, so I'm obviously preventing some of that damage as well as stopping his ability from coming into fruition again. He has a Thunder of Rule here, so it's going to stop my battle phase from happening. So I decide Gogogo in defense mode is going to be a very useful idea to go with. Wind up kitten obviously takes it back to hand. He goes into another Sandeu. Unfortunately here I'm going to have to take the 3000 as there's nothing I can do in reaction to his cards. Now what I'm needing to do at this point in time is get monsters in the grave so I can start the deck rolling, because that's what the deck needs. It needs that graveyard presence. And basically I'm going to be able to, my strategy finally pays off with Gogogo obviously being attacked. Moving on to my turn, and I go for Gogogo Ghost, as it's probably obviously the best idea. And by using Noble Swarm Beelzebooth, I'm going to be able to definitely trade off quite nicely here, and be able to gain not only a field presence, but also have an advantage in terms of cards. He is now going to go into one of the baby Raccoons, which will search for another one. I've got to be honest, I like the name Tanukit a bit better than baby Raccoon, but regardless. I'm going to continue to attack forward, because that's what you need to do to ensure that you can just beat them, really. Power Frame is an interesting card he uses here. I don't know whether it's a viable card within the deck, but I get why it's played, because of how the effect of Sandeu goes with the tokens. Now I'm going to have to return out, because otherwise I could be in trouble, and he's able to negate it with Chow Chow Chan. So he's going to be able to do even more damage here, and be able to ensure that he's still in the lead, because that's what they're all about, making sure they've got the field presence throughout. And if they ever lose that, they tend to find it a bit tricky to come back from that. I decided that I'm going to need to keep Gogogo for a potential if he's going for an OTK play, which could happen. Now I'm going to attack that just because obviously it seems reasonable to do that. He has another power frame, meaning that I'm going to be in trouble here, unfortunately. He draws into a Mirror Force, which is great for him. He's going to be able to power up here and do a lot of damage. Luckily, keeping out Gogogo was a good idea, and it's protected me to ensure that he isn't able to finish me off there and then. So it's my turn now, and I'm thinking, what's the best player? And getting that draw might be useful in terms of being able to do a lot here. And the Duel Summon's definitely helpful in terms of making the most of my turn. I go for Gogogo Ghost, which is going to allow me to get Golem onto the field. I'm going to a second XC play into Maestro, and I decide I'm going to need to take out that Tree Otter. He has a Mirror Force, so I lose my last material on it. However, I'm going to have to take 400 damage to maintain in the game, meaning next attack's going to basically wipe me out. He has got a 6th Sense face down, and I'm not too worried about that, I've got to be honest. However, it is obviously a card which could put him right in the lead again with a hand presence. But it's all down to luck, that is, obviously. Now, at the time I thought Vylon Sigma could do take Cage Musha, but then I realised that, it's a token, it's not like to do that. I go for a Diamond Dire Wolf Blade to take out the face down. Obviously I'm thinking he's already played Mirror Forces, Power Frames, that sort of thing. I'd imagine it would have been that sort of support. I don't blame him for using Sixth Sense. It's probably the most overpowered card in this format, I would say. Or the coming format, I really should say. But it's going to be very interesting to see how he gets around it. He basically top decks into a Mirror Force, which is really advantageous for him, as I just go ploughing in. However, I do make a play here which you should take note of, which is I go into Cowboy thinking, hey, I'm able to ensure the OTK if I get the attack through, and if not, I've still got this as a defensive barrier from any just top deck kill, basically. And as it turns out, if I hadn't have had the Gogo Cowboy, I would have. Veiler's going to stop his Tanukits, so at this point, you know, other than the monster we have respectively on the field, we're going to be top decking, making for a very interesting game. Obviously at this point I would say I've got the advantage in terms of field presence, but with only 100 life points left, it's really down to why in terms of I'm 100, he's on 300, the next attack's basically going to be the decider. He draws into a scrap iron, that's game unfortunately, but I hope you've enjoyed that game. It was definitely one I enjoyed commentating over and playing. I hope to bring you a video on Tanukits in the future, or Baby Raccoons as they're now going by, and see if I can make them playable, show off a few clever techs potentially. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed these videos with the Gogos. I will bring them back if there's any more support in the future. Thanks for watching everyone, and goodbye.